Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. Okay, guys. Yes, I'm back with more about Helene. Now we have Milton on its tails by somewhere around Wednesday, hitting the West Florida coast. We got a lot going on here weather-wise, guys. But today's video, I'm focusing on BlackRock. Because one of you guys, well, I think I heard it from a couple, but one of you guys just commented on my last video about BlackRock purchasing in an acquisition all that land that is rich in lithium. I have a bunch of questions for the cards. I am mostly going to be using Trisha James Investigations Tarot, or not Tarot, Oracle. Her website is TrisheJames.com. Where's the box here? Okay, TRISHE. Okay, you see that? Put the two words together, TrishJames.com, I believe it is. She is based in Australia, and that's where I got these cards. Her prediction deck is on its way, I believe. Probably have it not next week, but the week after. So I can't wait to get that. But that's the one that I made a mock-up of, the predictions deck, to get a feel for it. But I can't wait to have the actual deck in my hands. But I have a list of questions, and you're going to see me using my little mousy here for a minute while I switch over and get that document up. Okay, I've got my document. All right. So I am going to switch that up, and now I've got it here. I have a lot of questions that I really want to ask the cards. And I just have a feeling that this Oracle deck is going to answer them. If anything needs clarified, I'll use another Oracle, or I'll use the Tarot. Okay. So let's just see. Okay, the first question that I have about this BlackRock stuff is, what are the true motives behind BlackRock purchasing land rich in lithium? So we are going to see what the cards have to say about that. What are the BlackRock's true motives about purchasing that land rich in lithium? Oh, really? Okay. So far, we have undercover. That is telling me they're covering up their motives. This is them trying to hide. I don't know if they thought it wouldn't go public or what, but they're trying to. They may even try to say that, no, not us. The Emperor, father figure in charge. Okay. The Emperor is, okay. Remember when in the last reading, there was a partnership. Now I think I know who it is. It was with BlackRock. I am safe now. So BlackRock thinks they're immune and they are safe. They are high up there in the food chain. I'm getting this image that actually BlackRock dictates what goes on. In other words, BlackRock telling the government, I want that land, right? I am safe now is making me think that now that this storm is over, Yeah, they're playing it safe. They said they're undercover and they feel they are safe undercover. They are ruling. They are running the show. Interesting. Okay. That's just kind of... But, so, what was their motivation? To control. To control. Undercover. Okay, I'm getting more information. Undercover, under the ground. Control that which is under the ground. Some kind of safe haven. It's making me think of... It's something under the ground. That's the lithium. Person is known. Okay. So they made a deal with somebody that is known to the public. The deal may not be out there publicly, but this makes me think that we definitely had some kind of motive. That's what I'm trying to dig for. Hermit, kept in the dark, running out of time, guilty. Okay, let me see if I can piece these together here. You know, we are being kept in the dark about something under the ground, about their true motivation. This is and even though this is staying in the dark, this is the hermit. Look, he's in a cave. This makes me mining the lithium quietly undercover. And somebody that was involved in this deal with BlackRock is a public figure, I feel. And because they are connected to the public figure, government, because government came out in the last reading, they feel that they are safe, that they could do whatever they want. Their motivation is to control that land. And there's something that they're guilty of that's going to lead into another question, but running out of time. So this feels like I'm getting a window of opportunity. I'm going back to the idea that the whole storm wasn't necessarily man-made, but the trajectory was. So there was a window of opportunity to throw this deal together so that they could purchase that land for that lithium. And that window of opportunity was about the seeding, directing what path that storm was going to take. Okay, before I go to the next one on my list, I want to know more about this guilty card. They're guilty of something. What are they guilty of? Usually that's guilty of a crime. You could be guilty of lies. Well, let's see. What are they guilty of? What are they guilty of? So what's BlackRock guilty of? What is BlackRock guilty of? What is BlackRock guilty of? That's a whole clump of cards. We're not taking those. What is BlackRock guilty of? It's unclear what they're guilty of. Energy's being unclear. Deeply evolved or what? BlackRock, it's very unclear exactly how deep they are into this, but they're hiding the fact that they are deeply involved. They're guilty of being deeply involved, but it's being hidden. In the water. Disaster. Okay. Next question. Is there any hidden agenda related to the acquisition of lithium? lithium-rich land. So I think that question was kind of answered. There's definitely hidden agendas. Let's just ask, what is the hidden agenda? There's definitely secrets. There is a hidden agenda. So it's a matter of what is that hidden agenda? What is that hidden agenda? We got the undercover part again. Whatever it is, even energetically, it's well kept, hidden, behind closed doors. A hidden agenda behind closed doors. Yes, we know that. Is the missing piece. The missing piece to the puzzle or the answer is hidden behind closed doors. I don't think we're going to get a direct answer. DNA evidence. DNA is family tree. That can be related to the families, but this is more like a feeling a tight, very, very tight group with a lot in common. I'm going to break out the tarot on this one. I'm not getting a direct answer. I am getting that they were involved. I'm getting that there's a hidden motive. It's saying that the answers are lying behind. It's undercover. The missing piece, the figuring out what they are hiding, their hidden motives, is behind closed doors. And it involves a powerful family. That's why it's hidden behind closed doors. It involves a powerful family. Okay, let's take a look. Show me this DNA. Show me this powerful family. What can you tell me about this powerful family? See if the tarot will come up with anything. The Star. They're a family that has a vision. Knight of Pentacles has been growing this. This idea of this lithium did not just appear out of thin air. This just happened to be an opportunity, how technology evolved, the land grab, and kind of like at a standstill. Yeah, these two people are dueling. But the Two of Swords also represents a block and a stalemate. They could not do anything sooner than this, and it has to do with the right conditions. That running out of time in the last question is echoing here too. A window of opportunity. They were sitting on the fence and waiting. They had already had the plan, but they were waiting for the right moment, the right signs, the stars. I would like to know some of the astrology. I might have to research some of the astrology on this store, or ask Rock That Body for her input on Helene with that storm. But there was some kind of wish and desire, and this is looking at the bigger picture. So there is a big family, very well known, involved in this, that was sitting back and waiting for the right moment, the right window of opportunity. I am definitely smelling a rat. I just got to put that out there. I do smell a rat. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. How many questions do I have here? I have 10 specific questions. We'll see which ones I go to. How is this acquisition connected to the global energy transition or electric vehicle industry? Global energy transition. That's something big. And that involves the electric vehicles. And I bet, I'm going to do the energy, the global energy transition, and I'm going to do the electric cars. I'm just going to shuffle the cards, cut the deck, draw 3 cards for each side. No, Okay, they said 5 cards. 5 cards per side. Okay. Five cards per side. Cards are almost ready. Okay, let's cut the deck. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the energy. The global energy transition in relation to this acquisition. Okay. We have think about it differently. Know too much. Want to talk. Person of interest. High priestess. Hidden knowledge. And we have rumors behind your back. Okay. Okay. The folks, somebody connected to the energy transition, the global energy transition, that it's almost like there is somebody there that has some hidden knowledge about this. They know a lot of information. They really want to come out and talk about it because something is making them look at BlackRock as a whole differently. Because they know who's in charge, a person of interest. They can confirm certain rumors. So there is something hidden about energy. There's a witness, somebody who knows too much with hidden knowledge, who is looking at somebody completely different, and they can back up certain rumors. Now the electric car industry. So you have to let me know, has there been conspiracies around the electric cars? We have deeply involved or water. Okay, the devil, holy crap, the devil is a narcissist, torture, rage, put in a room or place. I want it out. Stranger unknown to me. This is not so much talked about. I think the focus is going to be over here because somebody might talk. Maybe that's where the whistleblower from the last reading is coming from. Somebody connected to this new global energy, this new transition. But there is some unknown right now car manufacturers, okay, that has put in a room or place. Makes me think of the stash, evil workings, the devil. You know, somebody is lying. You know, I kept picking up an energy of somebody behind the scenes. Somebody in the car manufacturing. And I want it out. I want it out. Kind of picking up on a prediction here. Somebody involved in the car manufacturing of electric vehicles. Who wants out of this devilish deal altogether? Who doesn't want bound to it? Who doesn't want connected to it? I think shit is flowing downstream. Put in a room or place. Making me think somebody disappearing. I just gotta. I'm getting a vibe there. BlackRock has multiple things going on here, and I'm seeing this. If you look here, there's 3. We've got BlackRock and 2. I'm thinking these are the 2 industries. I was picking up that they might be connected. They're connected through BlackRock. So I think BlackRock has more than one thing going on here. Okay, I'm wondering if there's going to be somebody that disappears. Rider. Somebody riding out of town. That's movement. Guidance. The stars. One word came to mind. And hopefully I don't get struck down by YouTube for saying this. Assassination. Somebody being guided to cut somebody out, delete them from Earth, because there's somebody that wants out. Could it be that whistleblower that knows a little bit of something about somebody over here? No wonder there's a connection between the 2. Okay, that's exactly what I shit you not. I turned over the deck. There's the coffin. Comment below. You draw your conclusions. What do you think of that? A little bit sus to me. Okay. What's the next thing I want to look at? Manipulable mask. That's somebody showing a false face. I was just asking, is there a force, a manipulative force at play influencing the sale of this land? Somebody pretending to be somebody that they're not, hiding behind a mask. Organized meeting. This is somebody not named that is involved with a meeting abuse. I'm just hearing the word abuse on this one. This has nothing to do. Well, DV can be the violent storms. Okay? Abusing their power. Judgment. This is a harsh sentence. It could be a harsh sentence, or judgment is making a decision. So we have a ringleader that we would not expect, I believe. This is somebody hiding. Maybe nobody really knows who the true ringleader is. This could be somebody stepping in, acting like they are the leader, but they're not. They're under direction. And they go into this meeting. Because whoever this is playing it safe, staying out of the scenes, making sure they cannot be connected. But we have an organized meeting here. And somebody's definitely abusing their power. And they're barking out orders. and a decision was made. Wow. Okay. How is the local population affected by this acquisition, economically and socially? Okay, let's find out what the economic implications are going to be. And I feel like this is not going to be the deck for that. I'm picking up this deck. The economic implications of this acquisition on the local people. Show me what the economical effects on the local people. What are the economic effects going to be on the local people as far as this acquisition is concerned? Forgiveness, suffering. Guilt, wants to speak their compassion. So, you know, after, now this is the past. This is Five of Cups, the loss. This is making me think, okay, it's going to hit emotionally. There is a masculine energy. There's a masculine who is going to want to come forth and apologize to the people. Okay, for the suffering that they caused and the economical hardships. Deceptive. But it's not a true apology. This is making me think of a politician. Alchemy. Okay. This is making me think that they created hardships for the local people on an economic scale, on a massive scale economically. The devastation and the fact that people didn't have many did not have flood insurance. And somebody who is in it up to their eyeballs, okay, who was helped create this mess, this masculine energy, you know, very deceptive, coming up with an apology to the people that were suffering. But it feels like a fake apology. So economically, it's going to hurt. There is loss that is also going to create emotional struggles. Then I was going to ask about the socially. I'm getting a lot of depression, especially with that last card. But let's just ask, how are they going to be affected socially? Then I'm halfway through the questions. I may or may not answer them all. Socially, windfall. Okay. After the fact, epiphany, a shift. Somehow, I tell you what, I like seeing this. Because God takes care of his own. And I am seeing a blessing for all the suffering these people did for the families. There is going to be a shift in energy for those families that are suffering emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, all the suffering and all the loss. There is a shift in energy happening for those families that's going to bring them a windfall and abundance. Let me ask this. Does this indicate, are you indicating a potential lawsuit? Is this going to be like a lawsuit? I don't know if this deck can answer it or not. We will see. I was almost feeling the tarot. Is this going to be a lawsuit? separation and ego, vanity, the status quo. This is Six of Wands. Victory after a battle. You know, people being separated from their homes and everything. Yeah, I feel like there is going to be a class action lawsuit against multiple parties. And, you know, the memories are gone, but God's going to take care of his own there. Okay, is there a connection between Hurricane Helene, BlackRock's land purchase? We already answered that. The cards already addressed that. That was a yes. What role does climate change or environmental concerns play in these decisions? That's a good one. What role does the environmental climate change have? Environmental concerns and the climate change play in the decisions here about this acquisition. Five of Pentacles. That's a loss. Temperance. That's about the balance. That's the alchemy. The right conditions. Seven of Wands. I'm seeing multiple messages in this already. Two more cards. Ten of Swords. This is horrible. Ace of Swords came out in reverse. Okay. So the question is about the climate change and environmental concerns. What role did they play in the decisions to acquire this land? Okay. Right dead center here is the Seven of Wands. This is being backed up, their backs against, somebody's back against the wall. This is the people, right? And we got the scuba diver. I'm getting an intruder. I know that's not what the Seven of Wands traditionally means. But I'm getting people trying to protect themselves against intruders. And correct me if I'm wrong, but in the past, they were able to ward off any acquisitions. They plain out told the government or whomever, no, we're not selling our land. So this is as a result of the people taking a stand, okay? The right air conditions, the right atmospheric conditions was proportionally correct to create this megastorm, okay? And people were put out of their homes and people died. And it's being covered up and the truth not being told about it. Ace of Swords in the reverse. It prevents any new ways of thinking, any new strategizing. So how am I going to answer that question? Would be simple. That we're seeing an increase in storms. Or it's just like the right atmospheric condition. Okay. The lies. I'm feeling this has to be right center. We got this idea here that the right atmospheric conditions were present to take advantage of that, because the people would not back down, they would not sell, so they forced them out of their homes and betrayed that region. The lies here involve blaming global warming. I think this is a theory. Outbreak could also be a thought process, a theory. In the reverse, a theory that doesn't make sense. Okay? And they try to manipulate it to make it make sense. All right? I'm going to get a couple cards on this Ace of Swords in the reverse. The thoughts. Healing. This is a wounding. This is inner child. This is wounding. Learning how to cope. So people are trying to learn how to cope with this situation. Partnership and Ace of Fire. A passion. There is some kind of a creating a plan from a desire on a new venture and taking action on it that involved cutting the stalemate, being cut off, cutting these people off from civilization, from communication, from food and supplies. That's what's really affecting them. It's not climate change. The climate change and the environmental concern is a lie. Has nothing to do with it. It's all about the wounding. Okay? People thinking about this, thoughts, but this is Eight of Swords, and this is feeling trapped. Trapped and cut off from the rest of the country, from their loved ones, from the world, because of some sort of desire, an idea that they acted upon that caused a lot of wounding, a lot of trauma, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to cope. Has nothing to do with global warming or changes in climate. Okay. Okay, I'm getting another deck here. Is this the one? No. I'm looking for my makeshift deck. Just a second. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. I need to pause the video. Okay, I got it. This is my temporary predictions deck until my actual one comes. This is the one with the really small words that I was going to draw on until I got the actual physical Trish James predictions oracle. So just got to deal with this right now because this is asking for like what could be some future consequences that might arise from this land acquisition. Any consequences? Now, as you know, with this deck, I don't have every single one of her cards in there, and I added a few, but that I thought would be relevant. Okay. This deck does not pop out well, and you all know that. Let's see what the consequences. Duties and responsibilities. If I remember correctly, I'm picturing this card in my head from Trisha's deck. I think it has a girl with a crown on it. Certain duties and responsibilities that unexpected results. So the results or consequences that could be coming are completely unexpected by those that did the deed, that fulfilled their duty. Lies and deception. New rules, laws, and policies. Okay. What I feel here. Duties and responsibilities that were very deceptive are going to produce something unexpected, which involves new rules, laws, or policies. I think new laws are going to be formed. Let me get the tarot out for this one. No, they don't want the tarot. I may have to pause the video again in order to go get a drink. No, that's not the deck I need either. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Duh. If I was any blonder, it would bite me in the nose. Okay. Yeah, my mouth is getting like really, really dry. Okay. Duty. Too many cards. Okay, duties and responsibilities. Water and the wine, what is an illusion. 8 of. It's like somebody that's involved was not supposed to be a snake. I can't make this shit up. It's like there is a hidden enemy lying in the grass waiting to attack. And it's the enemy of those people that were affected, that are cut off, that are going to suffer as a result of this land grab. And there's an illusion around it. This ain't a land grab. This was not planned. They're going to make it look like something else. There may even be a blame game. Oh no, it wasn't me. I'm not responsible for this at all. It was him, or it was them, it was that company. We don't have any involvement in this. Nope. And the lies and deception, they deceived the public because they saw a window of opportunity. I'm telling you, yes, this is definitely a window of opportunity, and I've been saying that. And they had to deceive everybody. To make it happen. We got the straight razor. It's the same as the scythe. It has taken very swift action finality. Sometimes this comes up in accidents and worse. Now, a window of opportunity to get that land, but it involved cutting people off. Snake oil salesman. The energy that I'm getting here, they knew that they had to kill off some of the population. I'm sorry. That's exactly how it's being put to me. But there's something unexpected coming down the line for them. Unexpected results involving a woman. Holy shit. A woman, 3 black birds. 3 black birds is gossip, rumors. This could even be reporters uncovering something. But there is talk about a woman involved. Something unexpected. In other words, those of us that are awake, if you know, you know. But there's other people that are asleep that are going to have to go and change their depends because they're going to have a big pile of shit in their pants. You know what woman I'm thinking of currently. I've mentioned her a few times. And the new laws. Too many cards. Handcuffed. Holy shit. Jail time. Laws. Jail time. Karmic relation. People. Oh my God. This is funny. There is definitely something here that somebody's going to go down for. There's going to be jail time, and it's going to be shocking. I am picking these up because this is leading me into more about this woman. This is what I want to know more about. Okay. I have no idea how long this reading is. This might be a long one. Cut the deck. The fool, risk-taking, masked, not true face. I'm getting the mask coming off. Yep, I'm getting the mask coming off. I just want to know a little bit more about this woman. Somebody's going to end up incarcerated or handcuffed. The handcuff could be literally incarceration, jail time, or it's like somebody's hands are tied now. They can't do anything because of who they are connected to. But I'm feeling more like jail time occurring because of some people that this person was connected to and discussions going on. Remember that meeting and that mask card that I just pulled out on the showed up on the split was in one of the questions involving somebody behind the scenes that people who are asleep don't know that that person's there. Okay. Okay, what do I have there? I don't know why that is coming up. Okay, maybe that's just because the camera's in use. Okay. Group involvement. Group involvement. That's a group of people. Powerful person involved, not involved. So, I'm getting a smoke and mirrors energy here. It's kind of funny. Involved, not involved. Involved, not involved. Okay, we have a group of people here that is, and then we have a powerful person in charge. Oh, there's numbers on these cards. 76 is a 13. 13 is the death card. 13 reduces to a 4. Okay? 4s are stability, being stuck or building blocks, and it can also be organization, organizing. Group organization. Somebody that is head of this group. That not involved or unaware. I'm going with the unaware. This is somebody that the public doesn't realize is involved. That's what the shock is going to be. It's a woman directly involved. Not just not lending help on purpose or giving the command. A woman who's involved in this group. Group, karmic relationship. I can't make this shit up. Her hands are tied to these people. And I think I did a reading not too long ago. A political reading about the election that showed that Kamala, there I am saying her name, was tied to the devil, to really dark people, that she had no way out. She had to follow orders. And I'm picking up that same idea. Then we have the Chariot. Vehicle or moved. Could that be removal? I'm not sure. Could that be removal? The Chariot. Control. A vehicle. Modes of transportation. Not involving themselves in the rescue process for saving lives or getting supplies. And this is whoever this woman is, she's not involved with the truckers. I think that's a lower vibrational energy, lower than her. She's not involved with transportation. But also not allowing help to get up there either. Something was seen involved. Oh, never mind. I take that back. The plot thickens here. This woman that is connected, and this organization, I'm sorry people, it's BlackRock. It's BlackRock. They are connected to BlackRock. This woman's connected to BlackRock, handcuffed to them. And it's going to take an unexpected turn. And I think the unexpected result is when the connection is revealed. People that supported her, supported the Democrats, sorry but not sorry, their jaws are going to drop. Okay? We got that group leader. We have a group leader here who's claiming I wasn't involved, but somebody witnessed something in accordance to a vehicle. And my mind immediately went to the U-Hauls and especially the tractor trailer trucks that have gone to certain truck stops that had their tires slashed. I wasn't. And remember at the beginning of this reading, somebody saying, no, it wasn't me. It's over there. It's over there. Trying to point the finger elsewhere away from them. But they're the ones that are lying and saying that I wasn't involved, but they were. Somebody in, allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. Somebody involved in BlackRock is involved with the transportation issues right now with gaining supplies and food. And it's on a bigger global scale than just that local area. Remember that reading I said food shortage? That was my October prediction. There you go, folks. It's coming. There you go. Do I want to read any more of these? Are there any political or governmental influences involved in the acquisition? I don't need to throw cards. I think that's already been answered. But I'll throw just a couple cards from this deck. This is the Kipper, the Shiro Machete again. This is his Lenormand over here. These are my two favorite decks. My favorite Kipper deck and my favorite Lenormand deck. Only on rare cases do I bring out other Lenormand and stuff. Even though I have probably about 50 Lenormand decks and at least 20 Kipper decks. Some of them in other languages. But, okay, let's see. We're looking for government agency. Okay, there is some concern here. 33 is a master number of expansion and communication and groups of people. Imprisonment. There is a concern of going to prison. Child, something new. 18. That's moon energy hidden. The child. I'm curious about that. Despair. The child is kind of confusing me. Unless it's just a small prison term. There's despair here. Occupation. Oh, this is the working class that's concerned. They want somebody to go to jail. Marriage, a partnership. International. The cards they're telling me they've already answered this. I know. We've talked about the government. We talked about Kamala. The marriage is really a partnership. The child is something new. The despair. A new concern about going to prison is about somebody concerned. They are in despair. And they are working on a certain partnership. Somebody's going to run. Somebody disappearing. There's that mask idea. There's the trapped. Eight of Swords. Distance. Gold contract. Somebody's going to run. I just got to say this. Or somebody's going to disappear to a distant shore. We've got the distant shore or distant horizon. We've got distance. That could be physical distance. I'm out of the country, or distancing themselves from a situation that they got themselves trapped in. That they feel like they may have wakened up, but this feels like in a conditioned with a certain thought. This is somebody who is distancing themselves from the situation. And this is also silence. Silence is gold. This is somebody silencing here that I think somebody's going to be a scapegoat. Somebody's going to be used as an example. But this is definitely political. There is government and politics involved. Yes. And it runs deep. And somebody particularly concerned that they are going to wind up in prison over this. Okay, now I want to look at if there are any long-term plans involving this lithium this lithium land grab that haven't been made public yet. Is there anything that we don't know about yet that hasn't been made public? I think that cards all already answered it, because a very high up political person, political female, definitely involved. I'm sorry, I just gotta shuffle these. They will not pop out when I try to make them. I don't know if they will pop out this way or not. Now they just will not pop out. Can't wait to get her actual deck. Commercial airline. Foreign occupation. Oh my God. This is foreign travel. Remember that card? See, where was it? The distant shores. Remember that? And remember the occupation? And being married to somebody or partnering up with somebody? There you go. We're learning a little bit more about that. Commercial airline. It's almost like the lithium being used overseas. Darkness outage. Somebody else saw an outage, saw darkness. And when you think about it, that's what Hurricane Helene had produced. Evidence of scandal. Yeah, there's a scandal brewing that involves foreign business. Changing the story. The storyline is going to change. This is something that we don't know about yet. This is digging deeper for the land grab. It's because this is about foreign commerce. And we are being left in the dark about it. That lithium is going to fund something overseas. Going to fund something overseas. Let's see if I can hone in on that. And then we will call this a read. Foreign occupation. The lithium's going overseas. Being transported overseas. The darkness and outage, I'm seeing that as being kept in the dark. Okay? We're being kept in the dark about that aspect. And we have another hurricane that's brewing too. You know, there's a lot of shit that's going on to distract of what's really going on. This is bigger than what we imagine. It is no wonder that there are some crooked politicians in the middle of it all. I want to know tell me what you can show me. DNA. The DNA evidence is a string. It connects all the molecules, your genes, if you will, all strung together in certain sequences. Okay. Intuitively reading this, a certain set of sequences had to take place first. Everything fell into place. And repeat offender. Something similar as far as the land grab with Maui. It's coming up again. But this is somebody who has been dirty their whole political life. Judgment. Here it says a harsh sentencing. Somebody who's had dipped their toes in too many scandals. There's some harsh judgment coming. Family connection. And that's on the scandal. There is a family, prominent family, affluent family that's finding themselves in the center of scandal again over this lithium. Changing the story, ransom or note left. It's like when somebody gives evidence, it's almost like they tell one version of the story. Somebody's getting caught. The devil is with the Empress. Cover up or tampering. Holy shit. The Empress could also be Mother Nature. But what we have going on here, to wrap this reading up, is certain, like I said, a certain sequence of events had to take place first. Then, somebody saw their opportunity. And they were watching the sequence of events because they knew what to watch for. Repeat offender. Harsh judgments right in the center, along with the Empress. We have an alleged Empress mother figure or empathy. We have somebody here. We have an empress who's pissed. Is going to pass judgment. Makes me wonder if there is a female lawmaker, female attorney, female judge. Or it could be a... Okay, my guys just said a female Republican. Passion judgment. Wanting to bring these people down and bring them to justice. Okay. But as this is all unfolding, there is a connection with that prominent family that is being covered up. That they had something to do with connection to BlackRock and whoever was given the order to direct the storm in the way that it was directed. Ransom or note left with changing story. There is going to be, I think, some kind of evidence coming out, and DNA evidence, connection, evidence that is going to connect a certain family to this whole disaster. And somebody's going to go down. Some heads are going to roll over this. There is more. Oh my God. These people, I think, okay, what I'm also picking up is that, the devil's in the details. And this is somebody very, very evil. But I just heard the devil in the details. Follow, and I'm hearing follow the money. Follow the money. But anyhow, it's like there's going to be evidence discovered that certain individuals thought was hidden. That is going to connect them, their family, directly to the devilish activity. And produce, there's going to be evidence produced about their tampering, covering up. Somebody's being discovered, exposed. Okay. I don't have any other questions, but keep in mind, all these questions that I was asking, it has, BlackRock's right in the center. This family has a direct connection with BlackRock. And there's a paper trail. There's a paper trail to be discovered. And I think there is a prominent female at the helm. And that's going to be the shocker. Well, for some people it's going to be a shocker, not for me. People that are asleep, they're the ones that's in for a rude awakening. Okay, I'm done with this one. And I'll see you next time.